R.S. Thomas, Serial Obsessive, by Emwyn Thomas, the University of Wales Press.
There are deaths that have affected the very weather of the Welsh mind. And for 2 days after R.S. Thomas's passing in September 2000, the country was swept by storms. What mattered to many towards the end of his long life was that he was still there, magnificently cussed, willfully bloody-minded, incorrigibly anachronistic. In a world glib with yes-men, his was a voice ever ready to say no in thunder.
And Neither Have I Wings to Fly by Thelma Wheatley, Inanna Publications.
Daisy's room in the women's ward contained 6 beds for 5 other women and herself. Even though this was a mental hospital, the women didn't seem mental. One of the younger women, Sam, younger than herself, only 16, was from Rosedale. In, she said, for bad behaviour and giving the old biddies trouble. She laughed defiantly at Daisy. "Where are you from?" She didn't want to say Aurelia, as it wasn't anything to be proud of, she knew. "I'm from a hospital."
Rhys Davies, A Writer's Life by Make Stevens, Parthian Books.
He disliked excessive drinking and always gave the Biblia Still and Thomas a wide berth. He was, in short, an urbane, mild-mannered, secretive, shy man whose only extravagance was sartorial. He had a taste for fine clothes, almost to the point of dandyism. He owned no furniture and was able to keep all his worldly possessions in a small trunk that went with him with every change of address. Nothing and nobody was allowed to interfere with his writing.
Pink Mist by Owen Shears, Faber and Faber.
3 boys going to Catterick for basic. New recruits, crows they called us. The bee stings and learnings and drills all ahead of us, but already there. Just 3 friends who'd once linked arms at school. When I was 9, Hans was 7 and Taft just 8. Touring the yard, a chain of 3 chanting like fools. Who wants to play war? Who wants to play war? Jump cut to 10 years later, the answer was us. We did.
Barkin by Mike Jenkins, Gwas Carreg Gwalch.
Funny how, in a surgery, everyone always says, "You all right then?" You could have you a leg about to drop off, you a skin all covered over in sores, you a ears totally blocked, eyes bloodshot in agony, joints crooked with arthritis. You a heart about to explode, liver and kidneys pickled, but not delicacies. You a ghoulies pocked with disease. You could have all of these and you still bloody well reply, "Not too bad. How about you?"
The Shape of a Forest by Gemma L. King, Parthian Books.
I raise a drink to myself and think, this year, what did I do except split myself? One for me and one for you. I think of our home that contains you, that which contained me, before I left. And outside, Aberystwyth, with sharp winter air carries the sound of a crowd in countdown, the flood of cheers. I eye the bottom of my glass, refill it.
Clever Girl by Tessa Hadley, Jonathan Cape.
I was still suspicious of books through all those early years while Lukey was small. I didn't trust them. They had led me too far astray. But my guard must have been down that morning. At any rate, one of the books fell open in my hand while my attention was elsewhere, dreaming, so that my eyes took in almost accidentally what they read. And then it was too late.
The Drive by Tyler Keville, Myriad Editions.
As I drove, I held my arms out the window, spread my fingers and felt the wind slide between them. Then I leaned all the way out there, sticking my head in the slipstream. The air blasted back my hair, made my eyes water. I felt like an explorer standing at the prow of a ship, arriving in the new land. "Here I come, America!" I shouted, shaking my fist at the landscape. "You beautiful country! I'm going to conquer you and plunder you and make you mine. Do you hear me?"
The Rice Paper Diaries by Francesca Rhydderch, Seren.
It was the older single women she had to look out for. The ones who'd kept their figures and their bank balances and had no need of a man, but didn't mind a little light entertainment from time to time. But Tommy always said that there was no other woman for him. He'd turn to their friends round the table and say that there was no other woman in Hong Kong who could speak Welsh half as well as she could. Everyone laughed, while Tommy would put his hand over hers. "Is there, my cariad?"